I'm sorry, Katrina. I'm sorry, Katrina. Hello, Katrina and Nicole. How are you? Still trying to make sure I have everything connected. All devices are on. So we give people a few more minutes to come in. I didn't get a chance to post. Good morning, Trinity. Not good morning, guys. Y'all see I'm out of sorts. Hey, Trinity. Hey, Miss Goddess. Intha. Hello. Hey, Tracy. Reacts. Hello. Demi Spiritual. Hello. I'm putting you guys on the other device so I can see everybody. Hello, Gwen. Hello, Darlene. Hello, Linda. Hey, guys. Hello, Taylor. Hey, Wendy. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Sometimes I'm going to miss people. I do have glasses on, and I sometimes I just miss. So you guys just come on and take a seat and get comfortable. Hey, Viola. Hey, Carol. Missed you this morning. Hope everything is fine. Hello, Diana. Hello, Lawanda. Hey, guys. Hi. If everybody would just hit the like button as you enter into the chat. For those of you that's in the bushes that won't be joining the chat, just say hello. It's just common courtesy, guys. Hit the like button, guys. Hey, Sharon. Sharon McMillan, because I have like 4 Sharons. Hey, Les Rock. Hey, Sharon Westbrook. Hey, Classy Lady. Hey, Talk It Up with Angela. Hey, Janice. Holcomb. Hey, Sheila. Let's make sure. Hello, Felicia. Make sure I got everybody. Hello, Indigo. I think I have everybody. Hey, Keyshawn. Hey, Love Chop 65. Hello, Dion NYC. Hello, Jennifer January. Hey, guys. I hope everybody had a wonderful day today. Work day, relaxation day. Just praise God that we're all still here. People just dropping off this, they're just dropping dead so fast. We've lost so many people. I just never seen death calling so regular. Everybody just going. I'm like, slow down. Hello, Bridget. Hello, Legendary. Hello, Teresa. Hey, Tater. Okay. Hello, Aaron. And I think that we have everybody. You guys, please. I think I said legendary. Please, guys, if I miss anybody, I don't want anybody to be offended. Just know that sometimes the chat be jumping so fast that us content creator, we just miss. And it don't be on purpose. It's nothing personal, towards you guys. So just know that we really try to say a shout out to everybody. So if I didn't say your name, then type it in again. Give me a second chance, okay? Okay. So, guys, I wanted to do this live today. It's because of the shocking news that a lot of us heard on yesterday concerning Treese and her daughter, and also the passing of Ocean. But I'm not going to really talk about him until the very end. I really don't have a lot to say about that situation. Hello, Jay Gill. So, um, I was just listening to the lady on yesterday talk about what had happened to her little girl. Hey, N289, Lakeisha. Hey, guys. So I was listening, and I don't know about a lot of you guys. Hey, Kilby. A lot of you guys might have been surprised, but I'm sorry to say that I wasn't. I wasn't surprised. Um, I always think about when I first started watching Trees. Um, and you always hear things in the YouTube streets about different things. So it was shocking to me for her to be the age that she were, and she was sleeping with her mom, still in her mom's bed. So I was like, that is strange. So I thought that was strange that to be 7 to 8 years old, still sleeping in the bed with your mom. And then I thought, since her mom likes to party so hard, and she loved that pill called Percocet, and I was like, no, a lot of people know that drugs and pills and stuff like that, they are mind altering drugs. So you can be psychotic and taking different pills and stuff. And I just felt so uncomfortable and uneasy with the little girl sleeping with her mom, and knowing her mom is very promiscuous. I'm not putting her down, but like she said, she just be doing her. But still, she have a lot of sex, and we all are aware of that. So that's not a shock. And I would like to say before I even get started, um, copyright disclaimer under section 107. And I must read this because this conversation is going to be pretty hot, and I don't want anybody to take it the wrong way. Copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, and I'm not criticizing, comments, I am commenting, the news and reporting, teaching, I'm going to be teaching, scholarships and research, fair use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So I don't want to infringe on her rights. Nonprofit, educational, and what I'm about to say is going to be very educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. So we got past that. But I'm going to try to keep up with you guys' comments. If you all have anything to say, um, so as I was saying, so I just thought it was just so odd for her to have her daughter in the bed with her. And if you all have ever been young, and I've been young before, and it's just sometimes we just get into a drunken stupor, meaning we just over drink and we sleep hard. So when you over drink and you sleep hard, it's you be knocked out. You have heard many people say, I was knocked out, meaning I couldn't wake up. So just knowing that right there is enough to be kind of alarming, that your daughter is in the bed with you, and then you sleeping with guys, and you bringing them home, and you letting them meet your daughter and your kids, and you drinking and popping pills. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So I just wasn't that type of mom. I put all of my social life and my part in life on the back burner when I started having my kids. It wasn't easy, and I talked to her about that before. That sometimes you have to put the kids first, and all of that partying and carrying on. You get to do that later in life. Hello, Miss Rivers, how are you? And so you get to do those things later in life. You don't always, when you start having babies, you have to like make that decision when you get pregnant with that baby. Okay, so that's why our parents told us go enjoy your life, have fun, don't be having all that sex, don't be getting pregnant, protect yourself, because once you bring that baby into the world, your life stops, and it's time to be a mother, nurturing and take care of that baby. And so that is my stance on it, and that's how my mom raised me. So I knew when I had my baby, the party was over for me. It's a lot. I was young. I was like 19, and no, yeah, I was 19. Was I? No, I was 20 when I had my first baby, and I was just mature enough to know that I couldn't party like I wanted to party because I had a baby now. So this person, Teresa, I don't think that she ever got that concept because she's still right to this day going on forward, and she still be saying, I just want to live my best life. I just want to do me. She's still making comments like that, but I see you got 3 mouths that you got to take feed, and they still looking up to you for guidance, and they still need you to direct them and raise them. You know that children are a gift from God. He didn't give them to us to keep, but He entrusted in us to raise them and teach them and try to release when they adulthood and let them go live their life and repeat the cycle and do the same thing. So I wasn't surprised when I heard her say that the little girl had been touched. I was sad because I knew it. But I always listened to Trish. I listened to Trish videos, and I stopped listening to her, watching her so much when I stopped defending her and I started supporting Roz and Chase. So I backed up off that. But still, I would go in every now and then. Somebody say, "Did you hear Trish's video?" So I go look and see what she's talking about. But it's nothing that I do on a regular. But I caught this one, and she was trying to explain. I guess you call it explain to the people that it had happened. But I don't understand how you would let that happen. That's the last thing that should have happened to her because it happened to you. That's the last thing that should have happened. And I want to know, girl, speaking from a mother's point of view, I would be done. I would be so broken right now. I could not be on video holding a conversation acting all blase about that. Like, it's okay. It's okay. It's not okay. Your daughter, your baby, and you say it happened when she was 3 and 4 years old. That just brings me to think about your son, teenager, as I call him. He said to you, or he said to the world, my mother SA'd me when I was 13. I think it was 13, but it was young. And you came out and you told everybody he was lying, he was making it up. It's no way he could remember such thing. And it just didn't happen. Remember, you said that. See, you don't be remembering the things that you say, but a lot of us grown-ups, we take it in and we remember and it absorbs in our spirit and we don't forget. So you said that he was lying, he made it up. There's no way he could remember that because it didn't happen. But then on yesterday, you said that you believe your daughter, who was 3 and 4, and she knew details because in a situation like that, that child don't forget. So how your daughter can be so precise and so exact on what happened to her at 3 and 4, and your son, who was much older, a teenager, he don't remember. He just making it up. Make that make sense. See, double talking, double talking. You confuse the people when you do that. You also told us this is something that you have forgot. This is something that you have forgot. You told us that you make absolutely sure that no one has ever touched your babies. You said that. You said you checked them. You checked them. You look down there and you make sure. And so when I heard you say that and you made that statement, I was saying to myself, well, how is she checking them? Is she making them lay down and spread it, spread eagle? What is she doing? How is she checking these children? And this is what you told us just last year, that you know that your younger kids had never been touched, especially your daughter, because you check her. You said you check her. So being in the system, as you say, it happened. That would be the first thing most parents would do when they get their children back, is to check and make sure nobody's been playing around down there. So how could something so traumatic get past you for 7 years? 6, 7 years, I say, because she said 3 or 4. How can something so traumatic get past you for that period of time when you say ain't nobody touching on them because you checked them? You said you checked them. That's what you told us. And I think you just say things to quiet the crowd. I think you just say things to just get everybody to say, okay, we can accept that. But then a year later, you saying something like, oh, it happened and it was a family member and I didn't report it. How dare you? It could have been my daddy. It could have been my mama. It could have been my granddaddy. It could have been one of my kids. Your ass getting reported. You touched my child? You violated my child? Are you serious? I'm not going to report that? Oh, I don't care what kind of life you got now. It's going to be said, and I'm going to report it, that you touched my child at a young age, if this is the case. So I agree with Roz, but first I want to say this before I go any further. You know that you said that, and this is something, Teresa, I want you to stop saying because it's not true. You said that if a person talk about you, that means they hate you. That's not true. That's not true. I don't hate you. I don't even know you, ma'am. Why would I hate you? Stop spreading that lie. That's a lie. A lot of us out here, we don't know you and we don't hate you. You need to stop saying that. You speak your truth and we just react to your truth that you said. It's not coming from a hate place. I don't even know you, lady. I don't know you to hate you. It's not even that personal to my heart where I hate you because you're a content creator. Why would I hate you? So I would just want you to stop saying that. And I wish you had people in your corner, in your chat to just challenge you on some of the things that you say. Like, that's not necessarily true, Trace. If somebody talk about your commentary or your conversation, that don't mean they hate you. They just might have something they want to add or something they want to challenge you about. It's not coming from a hate. I don't hate you, ladies. Stop saying that. But I think you just said that to shut people up. But you can come on here and say and talk like you want to talk, but you don't want anybody to say anything. And that's not fair. If you're going to tell it, you got to be prepared to hear what other people got to say about it. You got to prepare yourself for that. How can you not prepare yourself for outrage when you say something about a child being touched? That's going to be an outrage. And I think you know that. And what I was saying when I said I agree with Roz on that, it's a lot of time you do things that I have been watching and noticing since I've been following you. I've been following you since I came on social media in 2021. And you like to get in front of things, and you know that you do. You will come out and you'll say something to get in front because apparently something is getting ready to come out, and I don't know what it is just yet. But if we keep watching and listening, we'll know what it is. But you like to get in front of stuff, just like when a teenager wanted to break the news and you knew that he was going to tell us what had happened. You came out talking about how you had passed your lie detector test. You ran and did a lie detector test and all that stuff to prove that you had not your son, and it just wasn't true. You did all of that. You tried to get in front of it. And like when BYB, aka Rita, came out and told everybody that about your little ones being in the house playing around with each other. You tried to get in front of that because you thought everybody was going to call the D Department of Children. I don't be knowing those initials because I never been involved in the system at all. So you thought people was gonna report you, so you ran over there early in the morning on a holiday, not knowing that it was a holiday and they was closed, trying to get in front of it. And you have always done that. You always try to get in front of stuff. But you said in your video on yesterday, so your people won't come out and start trying to come after me, that you said they said don't talk, don't tell nobody. Linda says CPS. Okay, so you said don't tell. They say don't tell nobody. Don't let nobody hear that. And then you say, oh, I don't mind. My life have always been an open book. I always tell them everything about me. It's no secret. And I don't mind when people give their opinion because everybody have opinion. So this is my opinion. So don't shoot the messenger. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to read a few comments before I go any further. Hey, Shahara. I think I'm going to start with Miss Goddess. She couldn't talk at that time, so that was the time to touch her. Wow. Wow. Classy lady said, Bridget, I second that opinion. I said the same thing. Shahar say, okay, love from New Jersey. Tracy said, speak, Granny. LaWanda said, bullseye. Indigo said, Granny, bring things to light. Dion NYC said, exactly, Granny. Make that make sense. That's why I don't believe her what the story of the daughter. Tracy said, thank you guys for supporting Ask Granny. Demi said, she can't make it make sense. Trinity said, y'all pray she didn't do that to the baby. But deep down inside of me, I got the feeling she did. See you looking, thank you, Granny. Granny, this is so sad, it breaks my heart. Yes, Marianne Watson, exactly. And you don't get your daughter no type of therapy? Hey, Granny, says Angel Mom. You're making a lot of sense. Bridget said, absolutely, Granny, say it. Again, we pay attention. Now she at the warehouse screaming at them for no apparent reason. Granny, I believe she headed for a nervous breakdown. Oh, she really have to stay off social media because she talks too much and it's sickening me. Praying for those babies. Okay, so you guys know you have a lot to say, and I have a lot to say. Granted, she lies so much because she's a habitual liar, in my opinion, says Les Rock. Nebatha, I just don't understand why put your business on social media and then get mad when people respond. There's a lot of us, some things you should be ashamed of. She should be ashamed that she dropped the ball on that baby. I don't believe that it happened at age 3. This is just my opinion. Because all of this time, she tell everything, and she said that the little girl just telling her, but she have always ensured us and told us that her daughter will always tell her if anybody mess with her because she always questioned her kids as we all do. Have anybody touched you here? Have anybody ever touched you here? If they do, you be sure to tell me. I don't care if they threaten you. I'm your mama. They're gonna threaten you. They're gonna say they're gonna hurt me, but they're not. They just trying to make you not talk. You gotta talk to your kids. Don't be afraid to tell me. You gotta tell me, like that. Now, me myself, I know I'll be sending a jail cell if they had happened to any of my kids. And I'll be saying nobody know the trouble I've seen. Nobody know but Jesus, because that person would not be here in this world breathing. Now that's just me and how I feel about my children. So, but it's just so sad to hear this now. All this time went by, and you got two children from 4 children that has been touched. The oldest child, you said that it happened when he was in the system. But he said it happened, you had your friends or somebody watching him or something like that, and you said it's not true. So why not believe him? That's where I'm going. Why you don't believe him, but you believe the little girl that was 3, 4 years old? And this 7 years later, why not believe both of them? That's my point. Why not believe both of them? And on top of that, nobody believed you. Nobody believed you when it happened to you. It's just a continual repeating cycle that somebody in your family got to stop. Somebody got to break this cycle from happening to y'all babies. This is just ridiculous. This is just so crazy. And then you also throw it out there that your whole family is dysfunctional, even your sisters and your brother. Say nobody is perfect. You're right. Nobody is perfect. But people just not going around letting their kids be touched. This day and time, people don't even let their kids go spend the night with their relatives anymore because it's so crazy. The world is so crazy. People don't let their children go spend the night with their friends and their cousins. People they just not taking that chance. This is how you protect your kid. But remember, because we do, when you first met up top, you was hot in the pants, baby. You was about to lose your mind. And you was trying to find somewhere to place your daughter. And nobody knew where she was. Nobody knew where she was. And it came to find out one of your cousins or somebody had her first, or your sister had her first, before you went the second time. Who's not to say that's when it happened? So you had protected her all of this time. But now, just because you want to go get your kids, you want to go get yourself satisfied, you have let this tragedy happen to your daughter. And then you sitting on social media all nonchalant, acting like it's no big deal. It's a very big deal. It's a very big deal. And now you my mind is telling me that, and I could be wrong. I hope that you're lying. But my mind is telling me that you just want freedom for your kids. And the reason why you come to social media is because you want people to report you. You want to get CPS involved. You want to have your children removed. And that's sad to say. It's sad to say, but look at the extent you're going. Look what you have put out on yesterday. It's just so crazy. And I guess you thought that was a brilliant idea. You thought that was brilliant. You know, you just, you already told everybody that you and the dude up top is talking again. Uh, we already know that you want to be free. You want to be free of your children. And it's crazy that you want. I cannot see myself without my kids. And so many of us parents on here, we without my kids, there's no me. I don't want to be in this world without my children. And a lot of parents that have that maternal instinct feel exactly that way. We don't want to be in this world without our children. But you, for some strange reason, you feel like you cannot have enjoy your life because your children is in the way of what you're trying to do. And that makes no sense at all. It makes no sense at all. You can let them enjoy and see the world right along with you. Right along with you. Um, Les Ross said, Granny, you only repeated her own words. I know. I know I'm only repeating her own words. Thank you. Because that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not adding anything. I'm just saying the things that came out of your mouth that it still resonate with me. I haven't forgot. I haven't got forgot last year when that lady came and put all of your business. Now that was wrong because you have the right to put out what you want to put out. But you're wrong to be upset when people talk about it. Now, what Rita did when she was part of the Raw Squad and told your business, that's when you should have felt violated. Okay? That's when you should have felt violated because she told something that was a household secret and nobody knew that but you. And she came up in there and she told the world. She told the world. How can you forgive a person that did that to you? I don't understand. I would forgive but never forget. I would forgive but never will I forget. Jay Gill say, I have yet to watch the video, but can someone answer how it came out that this supposedly happened when, oh, she said it on yesterday. She said the age and everything. That's how I talk to my children. Let me talk. Let me know if someone violates you. Right. I always told my boys that. I said, everywhere they went, did anybody touch you the wrong way? You sure? And I let the child see what I mean when I say wrong way. Did they touch you here? Did anybody touch you here? Did anybody touch you here? That's how you do little children. And they be like, no, 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 no. And say, okay, I just want to make sure. I want you to make sure you understand what I'm saying. You have to talk to kids on their level. So you assured us, that's why I'm so appalled about it, that you check those kids and you made absolutely sure no one has ever touched them. Now, this is something that been on the mind of so many people for years. I came in 2021, people was already questioning you. Are you sure? Are you making sure your kids are safe? And you said, I wish somebody would touch my kids. I always question my kids. And then when the thing came out last year or the ending of 2021, when a teenager said that you was the predator, you said he's lying. I always check my children. No one has ever done that. He's making it up. It's no way he can believe that. And he was much older than her. Then you said yesterday, this is so confusing. Listen how I'm babbling back and forth. Now, yesterday you said a child never forget that. They never forget the face. They never forget what happened to them. So why are you dancing around this subject like that? Your older child, he's just totally lying because he said it's you that did it, but your younger child said it was a family member and you believe that she's telling the truth. You need to just stop. You need to just stop, okay? You need to just stop. Just stop. I know in the beginning, like 2014, when you first started your platform, you might have enjoyed talking about your life and being honest with the people, but you have said way too much to where now you're tripping over your lies. You're tripping over your lies. I don't know what's going on with the people that support you. Why they don't pull you to the side and let you know? Last year you said this. Now this year you saying this. Don't you think people gonna question that? Why nobody's talking to you in this way? I heard you say to somebody, and I really think there was an angel that came to see you today. And when they was talking about God give you your children as a gift and to raise your kids, they don't belong to you. I think that was an angel because in Hebrew 13 it say we entertain angels unaware. That means we don't even know that it's an angel that has come to speak to us. So just keep that in your mind also. So you just all over the place with nobody never touched your child, now somebody no touch your child, and you just finding out 7 years later. I just think it's just so many thoughts going through my mind. Oh, you just saying that because you want to get CPS involved because you're tired of your children, because you just think so out there. You're just so out there with your thoughts. And you just always talking about, I just want to live my life and I just want to do me. You can't do me when you got three small kids. Now you looking forward to the two boys going back to the grandmother, but you still got your daughter. So is that why you said you put it on her so she can be the one that's removed? And then when your kids was removed back in when you way back when they was little, what was the reasoning for that? When you said in your video yesterday, now I didn't know this. I'm just repeating you, dear. I'm just repeating you. You said in your video yesterday that you could not go around them. Why couldn't you go around your kids? Why? I mean, I've never been in the system, so I don't understand this stuff. I don't know how it works. Some people know, I don't know. So enlighten me. I don't know why they took your children and you didn't even have visitation rights. I don't understand that. So help me out. Darlene say, that's how I'll talk to my children. Okay, Vitamin Girl, hey, this live looks different. I don't even see the like button. Oh, really? Tracy, if you can help Vitamin Girl find the like button. Let's Rock say 4 years old, Granny. Hell, I can't remember it now. 4 years old. Well, Let's Rock. I can't remember something when I was 4 years old. I remember being really smart. I remember little bits and pieces and stuff. So yeah, I can remember stuff when I was 4 years old. I remember where we lived, but I can't remember everything. But just look at it this way, Let's Rock. Something traumatic happened to you when you're that age, then maybe you won't forget it. But I'm saying my point is being, how can a 3, 4 year old convince you that this happened to them, but your 6, 7 year old can't convince you that it happened to them? Make that make sense? So that's all I'm saying. LaWanda say, Jay Gill, she listened to Roz and trying to get in front of the train, in my opinion. Granted, this is a recent situation about her daughter and Bumpy just trying to get in front of it. Everything that's getting ready to come to the forefront. Let's get ready, guys. Sally say, ask Granny, I think it was a so-called godmother that she sent her daughter to the first time. And that lady told her she could not keep her any longer. Okay, all right. You talking about lately when she wanted to go to Bahamas. I get it. I get it. Um, it was a lot of stories floating around because there was a lot of people trying to guess and see where the baby were because everybody loved those kids. Everybody loved her kids. Everybody loved her kids. So I know she let her kids hear different things, so I hope they hear that. Everybody love your kids. It's not the kids. It's the things that you're letting happen that shouldn't happen. But you definitely making it make sense. Maybe she want her freedom away from them. Yeah, that's just on my heart. I don't, because she always told us that she check her kids. She check her kids. And when I heard a mother say that, and I'm thinking to myself, being a mom, how do you check them? Do you look down there? I mean, do you put your feet? I mean, what do you do to check your kids down, to see whether they've been touched or not? How do you check a child? I don't know. I would have to take mine to the doctor. I wouldn't be trying to do that on my own. I wouldn't know what I'm doing. I wouldn't know what I'm doing. How do you check a kid to see are they being touched? So anyway, that's just what she said. So just keep it. Just be mindful of all the things that she do tell us. Indigo say Bumpy has even let little girls come over to spend the night with her. She has already messed up her kids. She needs not to run no other kid's life. Jimmy say, J Gill, I haven't seen the video either and don't think I want to. Nawata say that's what a parent teaches their kid at an early age. Don't let no one touch you and behave and beware of stranger danger. So I'm thinking like, wherever you take your kids and you leave them and let them spend the night, they have friends. You don't know who they associating with. They have a life before you came. You don't know whether they're dealing with somebody that's already a predator. And then the only thing you thinking that they're in good hand because you leaving money behind for anything that they need. But it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. And came and gone two, three times, four times. And now you want to bring that to the forefront that she's just telling you. You should have known by now because you said in your own words. You said it in your own words. You know for sure. And you were so adamant about it when you was telling us you knew for sure, 100% sure, 100% sure that no one has ever touched your baby. You said that to us. I think you just say things to quieten us up, and we just gave you the benefit of the doubt as we always do. So don't think it's no hate going on over here, but it should have never happened because it was too many people on this side saying, pay attention to your little baby, watch your children. We got some sick people in the world. You should be watching your kids more carefully. Don't let them go spend the night nowhere. People are sick. These people on this side of the spectrum has been saying this to you ever since I've been out here since 2021. Been trying to forewarn you that things like this can happen. So if you upset, you holding it very well, but it's okay to be human. Be human about something like this, except for all the bull crap. This is the time to be human. If you are distraught, if you're broken that you let that happen, then this is the time to show your human side. Because it's just ridiculous that has happened to two of your children. One say you were the predator, and the other one you said that it was a family member the reason why you didn't report it. And that is bad. That is bad. That is not good. I don't care if it was 7 years ago. It should have been reported. You should have been so distraught to hear that your child been traumatized by anybody. Anybody. And we all knew, we all had a feeling because how the baby be doing things. And, we didn't want to believe what Rita said about your babies. We didn't want to believe that. But, you accepted that she told everybody. And you did a live right there. I remember you jacked the little girl up in her collar and told her to tell you the truth. Was that true what the lady was saying? But you know that we all know that you have cameras throughout your house. You have camera throughout your house. You gotta make it make sense. You got cameras throughout your house. You have cameras in the kitchen, in the children room. You got cameras in the living room. Dad, you got cameras everywhere. It's no way you don't know what's going on there. It's just no way. But it's sad that you have to monitor your entire household in that manner. That's so sad. Now that's the sad part. That's sad. Let's right say, J. Gill, no one knows why she even had that conversation with her and why she felt it was okay to bring it on live, but that's bumpy. She doesn't think, in my opinion. Yeah, so that's another thing that people are questioning about. They want to know why now you ask her uh, that. You said you ask them that all the time. You say you ask that all the time. And not only do you ask, I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but you said not only do you ask, but you check for yourself. So why don't you know that before now? Before 7 years? Why don't you know that? And to know what happened to your elder son, why wouldn't that be the first thing on your mind when you got your babies back? To make sure nobody had ever put their hand on your child. And it's sad because the state, as you say, gave your children to a family member, and to let that happen, that is so mind-boggling. It's just mind-blowing. It's so mind-blowing. I see you look and say, I haven't watched that video. I heard enough from you guys. It's disgusting. You probably on the update live, Vitamin Girl. Okay, so Dion NYC said, that's me, Granny. I even asked my boys if their father touched them. I don't play. I don't play. Mothers do not play about that kind of stuff. We don't play when it comes to our babies. Boy or girl, we don't play. And I think that people that has been traumatized, that's grown now, they worse than normal people. They don't play. I don't see people be acting like just out of their head. They don't let them children out of their sight. So for you to be so blasé about it and come in and just tell us it happened, but it's no big deal. It's all right. That's how you was talking. So is it really true, or were you just trying to get a uprise? I don't know. Why are you so calm? Mm-mm. No, ma'am. Okay. And Kara say, top and bottom top could not make me leave my kids or my grandkids. I don't understand some people. Amen. Right, Granny, says Indigo. Used to teach bad and good touch. Yes. But Granny, she always said no one has never touched her daughter. She would go to jail. Now, all of a sudden, her daughter said she was touched. Bye, Bumpy. That's just a comment that somebody said. They said, I know you assured us that we didn't have anything to worry about. I know I'm saying we, because we are a YouTube community and you acknowledge that in your life. You say we family now. We all on YouTube. I tell y'all everything. So you assured us that you would never let anybody touch that girl. You said that you got it. And we believed you. I don't think she forgave her. I think she just using her because she's always talking about those that came to her house and then talk about her and her kids. Um, she's talking about BYB guys. My mom and dad wouldn't let us spend the night away from home, period. I know I'd be real nervous now with my grandkids, and they be saying, I'm going to my friend. I'd be looking at my son like, for real? And then I start putting stuff in their head. And before it's over, they don't change their mind. I be like, you don't be knowing. You don't know about the friends. You don't know if they got a big brother. You don't do that. I remember I always tell you guys the story about Joyce Meyer, the evangelist, and she was being uh, SA by her father at the young age of 4 years old. And she said as she got older, it continued to the point when she started going to high school or middle school, she would bring her friends over for her dads just so he won't touch her. See how messed up that is? You cannot be letting your children go spend the night at these people's houses anymore. You can't do it no more. They play till they can't play no more. They got a phone, they can call and talk to each other all night on the phone. But you're gonna sleep here, baby. You're gonna sleep right here in your own home, in the comfort of your own bed. You ain't going nowhere. Be mad at me, but you'll thank me later. Amen. Um, Love Chops. Say, I haven't seen the video. Okay. Dorothy, hey Dorothy. Um, Miss Goddess say Bumpy wasn't even upset about her daughter telling her that. She was touched because, in my opinion, it was Bumpy who was doing that. Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to throw that out there. I don't want to say that. But, I already said my scenario that she be sleeping with her and she be doing all them pills and drinking all that alcohol. God forbid that ever happening. But we're dealing with a person that never was treated when they was traumatized. And they have always said that the um, the how do you put it now? The prey of the person that was abused grow up to become the abuser. And it's so sad. It's so sad. I can't even wrap my mind around it, guys. I don't like to think like that. And I play around and I be saying the House of Horror, and we don't know what the kids been through, but we really do not. But Lord forbid that she has done this awful thing to her own baby. I just so hate that. I just so hate that. But I know that this is just in my opinion, guys. Can we just talk? This is just in my opinion. I feel that when that situation happened with teenager, I feel like he had already spoke to us, telling us that she would try to beat it out of him, that he was part of the LGBTQ community. She tried to beat it out of him, and she would just do things to try to hurt him, so he would not want to go that route. But it was already installed in him because he had already been traumatized as a young kid. So when he said what she did, I believe that she did it because I think she wanted to hurt him so bad to make him change his mind about that. That's why they even told us, if y'all want to talk about the story, they even said that once she did that with her fingers, that wasn't enough. She was just in an outrage that she grabbed a broomstick. She grabbed the broomstick. She was going to shove that in her son until the guy stopped her and said, "Don't you do that. You're going to kill that boy." So that's when she was in an outrage. She had blanked out and she just wanted to hurt him so bad to deter him from being homosexual, from being part of the gay community. And I feel like she's having so much trouble with the daughter touching on everybody and doing so many different things because she's been introduced to something so early, her mind just wasn't ready for it, to where she's probably just doing everything to try to beat it out the little girl. The same steps that she took with the son. Now she's doing it to her daughter. She's trying to deter her. And she's like, "Oh, so you want to have sex, huh? You want to have sex? Well, this is what it feels like," because she mad now. But that ain't how you discipline no child. And that you don't do stuff like that. You don't do that. You don't do stuff like that. If you need help, you need to go get help. You don't hurt your children to make them not do stuff. I mean, if I think back and I go back in my memory and I hurt your baby, your eldest son, it hurt my heart so bad when he said that you really hurt him. You really hurt him really, really bad, and he didn't want to even talk about it. That you hurt him so bad, he didn't even want to talk about it. This is sad that you get in such an outrage and you doing that to your own babies. So, God forbid that you have done something like that this time around again to your baby girl because she won't stop. It's nothing that she's going to grow out of. You have had the opportunity to go get her help. You refuse because certain people are telling you to do it. You only hurting your children. We don't have a dog in the fight. We just pray that you will get an awakening from the Lord, that you see that ain't nothing else working, ain't nothing happening, and your kids need the help, and you should be okay about it. You should go and let your babies talk and get some help. And while you're at it, you should make sure that you get some anger management. You should get something to for your anger management. And you just got to leave those pills alone that you love so much. You remember like 2-3 nights ago, Teresa, when you was doing the video and all that green looking like an olive, you was talking about, "I feel so good." I said, "She been popping them perks." That's the first thing popped in my head. I said, "She been popping them pills." Talking about you feel so good and you going all down on the camera and stuff and got the camera aiming up at you. I'm like, this lady right here, you just be doing too much, girl. You be doing too much. You say that people, we all on here, we just doing things and we just talking about, we just having different conversation because we really need the money. Because if we didn't need the money, we would just walk away. Why don't you walk away? Why don't you walk away? Do you really need the money? The reason why you won't walk away? You always suggesting that to everybody else. Just walk away. If you don't need this money, just walk away. So I'm waiting on you to walk away. If you don't need this YouTube money, just walk away. I think you've been doing this way, way, way too long. You've been doing it since 2014. That's been over 7 years. You've really been doing it for 9 years. So it might be time to take a break. It might be time to take a break and just get you a regular job. Regular job, you can get a regular job. You said that if we start talking negative, which talking about you is a negative, but just pointing out things that you have already shared with us, it's not talking negative. You said maybe Tyler Perry would look us up, or Beyonce and Jay-Z will look us up. I never want Tyler Perry to look me up or Beyonce or Jay-Z. I don't want those people to look me up. You know, I just like to come to social media to talk, have fun, interact with people all over the world. That's my thing. Of course, I want my page to grow, but I'm not trying to be a star. I'm not trying to be on TV or anything like that. You know, I'm not trying for that. That might be your goal, but you can still do those things with your kids. But you got so much negativity that follows you because you out here saying and doing the wrong things. And like you said, they're gonna always look back on your records and see the things that you've been doing out here on social media. And you know that you got a big break. That was your big break in life, girl, when you got that part with Tyler Perry, Becoming David Mann, or whatever that little sitcom was. That was your big break and you blew it. How the hell you blow something like that? Why did they dismiss you? You only had one little, what, 5 second? That was it. What did you do? Do you know that I saw Miss Anita in a Atlanta, was it, it wasn't Atlanta murder, it was some type of Atlanta mystery, some type of mystery, murder mystery. She is acting. I said, damn, God, Miss Anita. Miss Anita is doing it. You had the same opportunity. You blew it. We got word on the YouTube street that you was going all into the Tyler Perry studio with no underwears on. Somebody said that. I don't know where it came from, but I know somebody said that. Is that why they got rid of you? I mean, I'm just asking a question. How did you blow such an awesome opportunity? That was your stepping stone to the next role. Look at Candy Burgess. They don't put her on HBO when she played that movie. It was a series, and she did so good. Becoming David Mann was a series for you, and you blew it. And you keep coming back to this mess right here. You're supposed to be no outgrow this sector. And you want to come and say, y'all say this is my sector. Girl, this ain't nothing to have. This sector right here is effed up. Why would you want to even connect yourself with this sector? You should be running to get the hell out of this sector because you've been here too long. Look at B Love and Mr. LaTrue and what that dude that be doing be on TikTok all the time. Y'all help me out. What's this guy name? The guy that do his whole family. I can't think of his name. But him and Teresa, all of them started out at the same time. Country Wayne. They all, you're supposed to be with them. You say that we afraid to grow. Oh, ma'am. You afraid to grow because you got the most experience out here. 9 years in. If I'm still out here and God bless me with 9 years, do you think I'm going to still be in this sector right here? Doing this? Really? Turning people against people? Why do you do that? I just don't understand. That's why everybody know that you need some type of therapy because you're supposed to be outgrowing. You're supposed to be growing in your endeavors, meaning anything that you put your hand in life, you're not supposed to be stagnant. You're supposed to grow from that into something bigger and better. But you're just stagnant. You've been in this sector a long, long time. I came in the sector with people talking about you. People been talking about you, and you said it in your video on yesterday since you started in 2014. Why haven't you grown? Why are you still here? You say your skits are amazing. Everybody else skits is getting them in movies. Why your skits have not gotten you in a movie? If they're so great. You said also, I'm just throwing stuff back at you that you said. I'm repeating you to you. You said let La Andrea, I think I'm saying her name right, the gospel singer that made Better Days. Ladria, you said when you go to church with her, you know how to act. And so you know when to act ghetto and you know when to act professional. This is what you said. This is what you said. So tell me this. Why haven't YouTube invited you again to another YouTube content creator meeting? Why? What we saw, because you filmed everything when you was at that YouTube big content creator, people that had made it to 1 million, you walked around introducing yourself as, I'm Treese, I'm ghetto, I'm from the project. Now you was in a room with very prominent people that had goals and aspirations that could have helped you maybe to the next step. But you running around talking about, I'm Treese, I'm ghetto. You said that like 3 times. And I said, damn, why she keep saying that? Why is she trying to just make known to everybody, don't expect much from me, because I'm from the ghetto, I'm from the hood, and this is all new to me. I don't know how to act around professional people. So they just got to accept me the way I am because I'm ghetto. This is what you did. Is that why you never been invited again? Because it was too embarrassing to watch? Ask yourself these questions. Ask yourself these questions. Now you saying that you don't want to fool with all of those people that's been out here fighting for you, just as I did in the past. Now you're throwing them to the curb talking about, I'm tired of people depending on me. I'm tired of having people, everybody, you said today, everybody that's in your life that supports you on your platform, like other content creators, you don't want them around you anymore because they all came with ulterior motive. They all need something. They all in a bad place and all of them came for a handout. You said that today. Did they hear that? Did they hear that? I tell you what, they're so quiet. Is anybody talking about this bombshell that you just dropped on everybody about your baby girl? Is anybody talking about that over there? But these are the people that you surround yourself with. Now you think they got your best interest at hand when they won't even mention or give you any type of advice? Why they can't come do commentary about what you said and how they would handle this? Why they can't just do commentary about it? Why it always got to come from the right side and you turn it and say, those people just hate me? I don't hate you. And you know it's a lie to say that ex-granny now hate you. I don't know you. I don't hate you. I don't have anything against you. I don't have a dog in the fight, but I do have good advice. I have raised children. I raised nieces, nephew, and now I got grandkids. And I know what I'm talking about. You never had a mother figure? Hey, here's a mother figure. Why can't you just take stuff and learn from it and use it? And don't have so much pride. Pride is one of the deadly sins in the Bible. You got to let that pride go. Stop being so proud that you can't accept people trying to help you. Stop saying people hate you and they want to be you. Why would I want to be you? Your life is not perfect. Your life is not glamorous. Your life is not good in my eyes. So why would I want that for me? You got kids that you don't let bad things happen to them when they was young. Why would I want that for me? Why would I want that life? Why would I want that life? You got properties and stuff that you don't have no control over. You don't know what you're doing. Why would I want that? Why would I want to be you? I wouldn't even want to be Beyonce. Why would I want to be Beyonce? Beyonce, she might have all the money in the world, but she got problems just like everybody else. She got problems just like everybody else. because everybody got problems. You know, it's in the Bible, in the book of Job. Man born of woman, that's women and men. Short life full of trouble. We all got troubles in our life. I'm okay with the life that I have. I thank God for my life. I wouldn't trade place with you for all the tea in China. I don't want to be you. I don't hate you. And I don't want to be your life. I don't want your life to be my life. You can't even deal with your life. I would have never wanted to be touched at age 7 by my stepfather. I would never want that. So why would I want your life? Your life is not a bed of roses. Why would I wouldn't even want to be a Kardashian. I don't want all of that. I'm okay where I am. So stop saying that. Stop saying that. And those silly people that support you, this is the thing they should say to you. Bridget, I know I heard the truth was at the BET Award. And you saying like, oh, I want to go there. You might want to go there, but you won't be sitting with the stars. Because I think they let the public come in, you're going to be in the nosebleed seat. You're going to be in the nosebleed seat. And I think that when you was blessed with that million, and as you said, all didn't come at one time, you was being tested, my dear. God was testing you to see could you handle that. Because, you know, too much is given, much is required. So you got that $1 million and you lost your damn mind. I must say, you just lost your God. You lost your mind. I'm going to tell you what you did with the money. You start paying people to hurt other people. Remember, Ocean, what you and Lipstick Lady did? Y'all went and offered this man $800 if he would come to this sector. If he would come to this sector and get cocoa off you. I wonder, I asked myself since the passing of him, God rest his soul, would he still be here if he never came to this sector? I think this sector just stressed him the F out. I think it was too stressful for him. It was too stressful for him. And then when you did what you did to him, that was very low down. You should have been made that right. You know he did what you asked of him. And you know, he said it in his video before he left this world. You pretended to pay him $800 and you put it out on his page and you let everybody see this, but just for you to take it back behind the scene. That was low down. That was low down, Trace. That was really low down. Thank you, Trudy. Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate that. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. I take all donations. No amount is too small and no amount is too large. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. That was so sad what you did. That was so sad what you did. And then when he passed, you're going to put your chest out talking about, I ain't got nothing to say about it. You should have had plenty to say. You should have had a small little speech to say that he came and he helped you. He did come and help you. You know he did. And you did him wrong. You don't know what that man was going through to make him come. He said he could make some quick money, and you offered him $800. That was some quick money he could make, and he could do what you needed. He could play with on his computer and throw some shade at Coco, and he did that. And he did that. And he didn't even get paid. Thank you, Renee. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You didn't pay him for his labor. And then when God blessed you with that $1 million that you didn't get all at one time, but you came to social media to show everybody. And when you showed them, I said, don't show it. But you showed it anyway because you was bragging. You said you wasn't, but you didn't have to tell, you didn't have to show them. Tell them if they don't believe it, that was on them. But you wanted to show to make sure that they know that you was telling the truth. In a year's time, you made $1 million. That's a lot of money, but you didn't use it the correct way. You used the money to hurt people. You was hiring people to attack other people to get them off you, but yet and still you come every single day and give us, I include myself, commentary to talk about you. But I just choose not to talk about you every day because I'm so big, I'm so much bigger than that. I have so many things that I can talk about on my own that don't even include you. I can do that. I'm a vibe. I'm a real vibe. I don't need you to help me. I don't need you to help me. So I don't talk about everything that you're talking about. I don't want you to use you as my commentary. But we have enough reaction channels out here that do that. And it's okay for them to do that because they are reaction channels. They can do that. That's what social media is made up of. Content creators, which is you and myself, and reaction channel. We have bloggers. Yes, we do. So we got all three characteristics of all three categories of people doing different things. Roz is a reaction channel. She reacts on videos. And like I said in her chat on yesterday evening, she have an audience, 14,000 strong plus. And she's growing because it's people like her reaction. She say that some she call it advice, but it's just a reaction to what you show her and what you tell her. It's nothing that she's not in your house. She's not following you around. She's not sending spies to watch you or private investigators to watch what you're doing and bring her information. Only thing she do is click that button like the rest of us, and you tell it all. And then you get mad when somebody say, excuse me, ma'am, I hope you don't mind, but what you said, I got some words about that because that happened to a friend of mine. And this is how they handle it, or this is how they didn't handle it. You know, if you're going to open it up and let us in, then let us come all the way in and don't you be offended. Like I said, the things that you don't want us to see or hear, you keep it to yourself. Just like you, when you discipline those children, we don't ever see that. If you're getting so intoxicated and you having those swingers parties in your house, we don't see that. But I heard that it takes place. When you invite all these different people in your home, we don't see what happens when you turn the camera off because you don't want us to see that. But the things that you want us to see and the things you want us to talk about, you show us. We keep you relevant, but you want to turn it around like we can't make it without you. Don't flatter yourself that way. Stop. 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 And if you did what you did on yesterday and put that and drop that bombshell about your daughter and you lying because you want to bring CPS in to take your daughter out the house, you wrong for that, girl. You wrong for that. You're wrong for that. And like that lady came in your shop today and she was talking to you and she did a prayer with you, that was heaven sent. That was God sent. You need to be prayed over because you are just doing the worst. You're doing the worst and you can't get out of your own way. You just keep messing up and messing up and messing up and you don't do anything to make it right. If you mess up, like if you spill something, you don't just damn leave it there. You get a mop or a paper towel and you dry it up. You make your messes and you just think you can just step over it and keep going. That is not the way the world works. You are not the first mother that just want to do them. You can't do you right now. Your daughter is 10. Your boys is 12. 8 years, girl, and it goes by so fast. It goes by so fast. And you will be able to do you. If you can only stop walking around here talking about bringing another child in the world. You can barely get over the 4 that you have. You can't even get done raising them. And you talking about having another one for what? Because they're so cute when they're born, but they grow up and they have needs and wants. They need people to take care of them, guide them, direct them, discipline them, train them, teach them. Because when God sent those babies to us, they don't know anything. They don't know how to feed themselves. They don't know how to walk, how to talk. We have to teach them all of those things. And once they learn how to feed themselves, which is around age 2 or 3, and how to walk and how to go to the bathroom on their own, or they grown, is that the time you just say, okay, I'm done with that one, next? No, no, it's a whole 18-year process. And a lot of parents that really love their babies, they don't stop. They do not stop at age 18. They carry their children until they're old enough to carry themselves. Now, I know some parents overdo it. You shouldn't have your 30-year-old child and your 40-year-old child still at home. I mean, you shouldn't, because you're hurting them. You're hurting them because tomorrow isn't promised, and you're not guaranteed to be with them as they get any older. So you gotta let them go. You gotta cut the apron string at some point. And not, definitely not at 18, not at 16, not at 18, not at 21 if they're not ready. Just give them time. They move because they're gonna meet somebody and fall in love, and their life is gonna start. We are the first teacher, Jersey girl. Thank you. We are the first teachers. And I just want to emphasize to you, Treese, more than anything, you're not the first and you will not be the last to have children that you got to raise. We got to raise these babies. I thank everybody for giving. Thank you, Carol, for your $4.99. Thank you. I saw you guys, but I was just in my talk. Thank everybody that's giving. Thank you guys. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Um, you have got to just do better by your kids, and please don't not go get her help, because now that you know, it's not time to act blase about it and nonchalant about it. You should have rushed to the doctor, to the therapy when you first heard it. Because I don't know whether you know or not, my dear, but you pretty messed up because you never got the help that you needed. And you pretty messed up. You don't think things are rational, and you do a lot of things that normal people just don't do. Like you out here on this social media uh, telling the world about your children trauma. It's really a violation of their little privacy, you know. You're gonna have the world, you know, they gotta grow up in this world. And it's so many people watch social media. And it's just so sad that they gotta deal with their mom mistakes, the things that their mom put out about them. It's just sad. It's just so sad. And I'm not one to call in CPS because I don't do that. But we got so many people that work for CPS that's out here on social media. They heard your story too. Is that what you want? Is that why you brought it to social media? Because me, myself, being a mom, I never would have brought that to social media if I didn't want that type of heat. I never would have brought that to social media if I didn't want that type of heat. So why would you do that? Why would you do that? It seemed like you just cruising for abusing, you know? And that what they say. I pray she doesn't want to send them to the system. Just give all to the twin grandma. She can't. How can you give something to somebody that don't want? I mean, the lady, the grandmother had an opportunity to take all of them, but she only took the two. It wasn't that uh, she didn't want her to take all three, but if she know that the girl is a handful, and she know expressed to the lady what was going on, and the lady didn't want to deal with that. So that's that. Now, me being a grandmother, I would have taken all of my grandbabies, I mean, the brothers and sisters. I would have kept them together, you know, brothers and sisters. That's just me, and a lot of us would have made that decision not to split them up. It was sad that once she placed the boys, that she didn't have no other alternative but to put the little girl just with anybody that would take her, and that was so sad. I thought that was so sad. It really hurt my heart when that happened. That nobody, the little girl didn't have anybody. Nobody in Tree's family wanted to take her. Nobody on the daddy side. It just was sad that she was just out there. And her mama was so hot in the drawers to have a taste and have a feel of that big thing that she always talk about. She was losing her mind. She was losing her mind because y'all know that she is damaged also. She was going crazy. And she just always think money is the answer to everything. She think money is the answer to everything. She figured if she gives somebody enough money, she could go be with that dude for 3-4 weeks and not even have any concern of what was going on with her daughter. And people love to find out that you will entrust them with your most precious jewel is your children. That's your most precious jewel. Money can't buy that. And you entrusted somebody with your most precious jewel. Would they do that at? No, people don't do that. Jersey girl says, "Speak, Granny, because if it was up to me, my two with their grown self would still be living with me." Cassie baby say, "Couldn't type your name quick enough, so agree." And I don't think her followers understand and hold her accountable of that enough. Yeah, and she said that she was tired of them. She said everyone, today she said in her video, everyone always come to her. They need stuff. They be in dire need themselves. That's why that's why they do anything she tell them to do, because they damaged. They just come for money. Like, "I do that for you, but you think you can pay this bill for me? I do that for you. You think you can help me pay my car note? I do that for you. I come and clean up. I do your warehouse for you, but I need. So she said that today. She said, and she was tired of those type of people. She was tired of those type of people, but she don't take constructive criticism well either. We know that. She like I said, you abuse that money so bad. Thank you, Bridget, for the $19.99. I really appreciate that so very much. She abused that $1 million so bad. Let me tell you what you did, Trees. I think you understand it better if you hear it. You was out here putting ransom on people's head. Do you think God gonna bless you again with $1 million with the way that you did that $1 million? You out here putting ransom on people's head openly. Who does that? Who does that? I'll give you $50. I'll give you not $50. I'll give you $5,000. I'll give you $5,000 if you take care of them. If you hear anybody on social media talking about me, I'll give you $5,000 if you just beat them down. You gonna get somebody unalive if they come this way. That's what you gonna get. Cause I ain't taking no beat downs. And my family ain't gonna take me being beat down, okay? So don't get nobody hurt for that $5,000, because I'm gonna say, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Okay, now that's $5,000 towards your funeral. That's what that is. Crazy stuff. Normal people don't think that way. Okay? Rational people don't think that way. You thought that if you give somebody money to go after Roz and unalive her or to jump on her, that was going to make you feel better? Really? Would that make you feel better? That somebody beat everybody up on social media that ever talked about you, somebody beat them up. Just beat them up, and you're going to give everybody $5,000. That's a lot of $5,000, because you got a lot of people on social media that talks about you. So you're going to give everybody $5,000, right? See how you were spending your money? You were spending your money crazily, just in a crazy way. That's why it's gone. I don't think you'll get $1 million again. I don't care what you do because you showed God that you wasn't ready for that type of money. He tested you. If it wasn't God, it was the devil, but you was tested and you failed miserably. You failed. You failed the test. Instead of being out here helping folks, you out here putting ransom on people's heads. You out here paying people to go after people for you. If you just stop them, if you getting them to not mess with me, I'll give you some money. Everything is about money. And you did that man that way that left this world last Monday, you did him the same way. But you took the money back. And to top it all, you brought him to this sector to strike his page for talking about you. You really should have left him alone. You really should have left him alone. You could have dealt with Coco on your own because as it say in the Bible, this too shall pass. If you had to just let go and let God and stop trying to handle things on your own, everything would have been quiet right now. You didn't need to go pay somebody to come and attack Coco or take care of Coco and Layla and everybody. You didn't need nobody to do that. You always talking about, I'm letting go, I'm letting God. No, you all in the way. You all in the way. You tripping all over yourself. You trying to make things happen that God don't want to happen. You really trying to do you. You trying to orchestrate stuff to happen that's not supposed to happen. And if God ain't got a hand in it on me, it ain't gonna happen, girl. It ain't gonna happen. I would amaze you. Where you send me in and to be butchered and slaughtered, I'd come out just like David. Who was put into the fiery furnace, guys? I know I'm confused a little because I'm talking fast. Who was put into the fiery furnace? But I would come out of the fire unscathed because I know that I'm a child of God and I know God watches over me and I know my life is filled with the Holy Spirit. I know that I am. I know, and stop saying chosen one. What does that mean? What does that mean? That's just like you ask a person, how you doing? I'm blessed and highly favored. If God woke you up this morning, you're blessed and highly favored too. That's right. Meshach, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. But I was talking about they was put into the fiery furnace and they came out unscathed. And David was put into the lion's den and he slept with some ferocious lion. And he made the lion his darn pillow. They did not kill him. That's the person I am in this world. God watch over me. So it's okay when I come and say little things, but I'm not going to say too much about you. But I know that you need help. I think that you should stop attacking people for doing reaction. This is all a job for all of us. This is not just your job. And that's something else Ocean said before he left this world. He said, you're not the only one supposed to get paid out here. Why do you think that this is your social media? Can nobody else get paid but you? Why do you think that? That is ridiculous for you to think that. You're not the only one that can get paid out here. It's a social media platform for anybody that wants to take part in it and do commentary and do reactions and do blogging. Everybody. It's open for everybody. It's not your sector. What does that mean? Your sector. We're all over here. This is all our sector until we move on. I think they call it algorithm. This is what this is, algorithm. So I know a lot of people like to laugh and say, you're not saying it right. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying. This is everybody's algorithm. When you want to change your algorithm and go somewhere else, then you start doing something different and you'll be placed in another sector, okay? So stop saying this your sector. What does that mean? This is not your, nothing over here yours except for your platform is yours. That's it. That's your platform. That's it. This is my platform. This is not your sector. This belongs to you two, girl. This is you two. Stop all of this foolishness. Stop taking ownership over something that would never be yours. This would never be yours. This is social media. This is worldwide. Hey, Beatrice. Hey, Cassie, baby. Beatrice say, and Coco did not do anything to her but walk away from her. She never needed to say chosen one ever again to nobody, including herself. Stop saying chosen one. You're not the chosen one. Jesus was the chosen one. He was the sacrificial lamb. You're not the chosen one. If you woke up this morning and I woke up this morning, I'm chosen too. I was chosen to wake up this morning. If you're blessed and highly favored, I'm blessed and highly favored too, because I'm still here in the world. Okay? Let's learn some new words. Everybody talk about me, they my haters. That's a lie. I don't hate you. If I can do anything to help you, I will help you, because that is the type of spirit that dwells within me. I don't hate you, ma'am. So please don't tell nobody, oh, that lady just hate me. No, I do not. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody. I have been done wrong in my lifetime. Do I hate those people? No, but I do feed them from a long-handled spoon. Could they ever get close to me again? No, because I have insecurity issues that I deal with. I'm not secure enough to let you hurt me twice. Like they say, hurt me once, shame on you. Hurt me twice, shame on me. So I be guarding myself. I guard my heart. So let's change the words that we use out here. Nobody hates you, ma'am. Nobody hates you. I think you might hate yourself more than we hate you, because you know you're making so many mistakes, but you can reverse it. But you think you can just step over your mistake and keep going. But when you step over your mistake and not rectify and try to make it right, you repeat and repeat and repeat. And you know, as it said, anybody that do the same thing over and over again, the same thing, expecting a different result, is insanity. So if you're not insane, stop repeating. Stop doing the same thing over and over and over. The same thing. It's so crazy, because with you, it's just a revolving door. It just keep going around and around. It's nothing shocking that you do. Everything that you do, you've done it before already. It's a repeat. It's a repeat. And the reason why it's a repeat, because you're not learning. And that's life. If you don't learn from your life experience, you will repeat it. You will repeat it. You're not learning. That's why you're still in this sector. That's why you're still here. And you don't ask the right question. You should be saying, Lord, why am I still here? Why am I still in this sector? I should be way with Country Wayne and Truth, Be Love. I should be with them. I started off with them. They don't blow you away. Even Miss Anita, you brought her into your home. She watched your dog for you and walked your dog for you, and she was your friend. Even she's doing great things now. She's no longer over here. She's performing and comedy show. See, God bring people in your life for a reason. That was another outlet for you. But what did you do? You let her go because of your only foolish pride. Because of your foolish pride. God put people in our life to help us. He's placing people in your life to help you, and you started letting all of this good knowledge, all of these good people get away from you because you got you're boasting. You're so proud. You're so pride. One of the 7 deadly sins is pride, and you got way too much. That's why you're missing out on all of your opportunities, because you got too much pride. You got too much pride. You're not learning anything. People have been right there. How did How did you get on Jerry Springer? How did you get in Tyler Perry? It wasn't you. It was God opening up doors for you. It was God opening up doors for you. And what did you do? Slam the door back in his face because you got it. You got it, right? I got this. That's what you keep telling yourself. But you study messing up. You study messing up. If you just buckle down, put on that seatbelt, raise those kids from this day forward, forget about doing you. Forget about that. I already told you, forget about that. Do them. Don't do you no more right now. Do them. You've been doing you for 12 years since they've been in the world. Now it's time for you to do them. Let them have some of you that you didn't, you already at the rough part. You don't have to feed them no more. You don't have to teach them how to walk. You don't have to potty train them. You bypass all of that. Now you just got to teach them how to live in this world, how to be productive citizen, and to do right by others. That's what you got to do. You got to teach them the right way. Don't teach them that money is everything and you can get people to do anything for you as long as you got some money. Don't teach them that. And please never, ever, ever say again to teenager, never say this again to him. You saw me go through the rough times. You saw me boost. You saw me sell my behind. You saw me sell drugs. You saw all those things. I showed you. You saw it in me. Go do those things. Are you trying to get him killed? Are you trying to get him unalive? Do you know that Georgia don't play by stuff like that? That was a horrible idea. That was an awful idea. How did you utter such words from your mouth to your child? A mom, a parent would never tell their kids to go out and sell drugs. Those are usually decisions that teenagers be making on their own. When they be poor, impoverished, and want some quick money, they be making those decisions, but their parents are not sending them to the streets like that. Go steal. Go sell your ass. Are you serious? See, you damaged. You need some therapy because you got to get on the same wavelength mentally as a lot of us are. You somewhere else to even utter those words to your child. You said that. You said that. And I don't know why, and I don't know why God trying to get your attention, but it don't have to always be in tragic. It don't have to be the death of a loved one or anything like that. But look at the things that's happening. Your teenage son that you put out way too soon, he's falling behind on his bills and he needs his mom help. You have blown so much money out paying and buying people. Now you don't even have money to help him because you blew the money. Now everything you got to hold on to, as you say, for your own self-good and for the three that you still have behind. So now you're going to come back on the very next week. You told us that last week that he need help with his bills. Now this week is another bombshell. My daughter has been touched. Another bombshell. Now back to teenager. You talking about, thank you, Sharon McMillan. I love you. You always give it to my platform. Thank you for the $10 donation. I love you. You said that. Why y'all don't help him? Why y'all don't help him? Y'all the one got him in this pickle. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all did not get him in this situation. One person. You invited them into your home. I'm going to give you a flashback. I'm going to remind you of what took place. You invited this one person into your home to come help you move, to help you pack up. While they was there, they saw a lot of things that they say was disturbing. They saw your children involving themselves with each other. They saw things and they came back to social media and they told everybody what they had saw and what they experienced. Then that same one person, BYB, aka Rita, she called your older son, your elder son, and she told him to tell her the story of what had happened to him as a young person, right? And on top of that, first she hit him with something that was so traumatizing to let him know that somebody that he loved, which was Keisha T, God rest her soul, your son loved her and he trusted her, and that was his friend and he loved her. So Rita shocked him and told him that the girl had passed away. This is how it happened. So he was already in shock. He was already in shock when she did that. But she did that. And after that, she got him to talking. She got him to talking. This is what happened. And I thought you knew this. This is the whole real story. This is how it happened. Because teenager, your son said that he did not know that this girl, he didn't know Keisha T had passed. And Rita was the one told him. He didn't even know it. So he was in shock. And then she started questioning him and telling him, your mama's lying. We need you to come to Ross, because she was trying to get into the Ross squad and she had her own ulterior motive there also. She was trying to get the big story, and Roz, of course, she's nosy, as she liked to say. She wanted the big story. And Sharita said, I'm going to bring you the big story. I'm going to get Teenager to come and tell his story. And then everybody disagreed with that. We were like, not we, because I wasn't involved. They was like, no, he's too young. He's not of age. You can get sued. So just let him tell you the story and you tell us what he told you. And that's how that happened. So if you don't know that already, that's how that story unfolded. It wasn't y'all got him in the fallout with his mom. No. One person did that. Now, the other thing that made him fall out with you, I'm going to rewind it back because I was there. You had him in the warehouse. He was on his phone like teenagers do. They can't put the phone down. My grandbaby, 10 years old, he take that phone everywhere he go and he never put it down. Never. He's 10. Your teenager was 16, 15, 16. You asked him to go to the storage in the warehouse and get something for you. He went in. He said it was dark. He couldn't find the light. Meanwhile, you already aggravated. You was already aggravated and you have anger issues. You was already aggravated because he was out there supposed to be helping you, but he was on his phone giggling and laughing, being a teenager, laughing at his friend. And you like, you need to put that phone down. You need to put that phone down. And he was like, I'm still helping you. What you want me to do? So you said, go get so-and-so, so-and-so. So he got inside and he said he couldn't see. But your patient was already, you was already on 100. You jumped up because he wasn't moving fast enough, and no teenagers do. And you jumped up and you went in that storage room, and all they were, boom, 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 boom. So what the hell? And then let me get me some water. My throat getting dry. You came out. We heard him trying to get you off of him. He was running. He was trying to get away from you. And you were following him and you were still trying to get him. You were mad. You was enraged. You were so enraged that you hit one of your younger boys. I forgot what you hit them with, but they got hit with something in the arm because they was in the way. And you were trying to get your hand around teenager's neck because you was mad. You was real mad. But the camera wasn't on the whole thing, so we didn't see the fight. We just heard it. You, madam, came and told everybody that he hit you. And I did a video. I said, it's no way teenager hit you. If he had hit you, you would have killed him. I know that. You was already enraged. You was already enraged. You would have really hurt him if he had hit you. If anything, he was laying down with his feet up, trying to block you from hitting him. That's what he was doing. That's what he was doing. Trying to block you from killing him. Cause you was enraged over something so small, you let it blow out of proportion. Now you mad cause you want him at your house. You got that mad over that small situation till he had to get put out the house. The boy got put out the house. Your brother was there. Your brother was the one that got you off him. Your brother was there. He broke up the fight and you said he got to go. He's got to go. And your people in your community, your chat, they so messy and they never tell you the right thing to do. They agreeing with you. I don't blame you, girl. I don't blame you. I put him out. If he put a hand on his mama, shame on him. But you know you was lying. And you went with that. You was lying and you went with that. You lied on him that he hit you. And just because they was encouraging you, you went along with that. That's what really happened. Granny got that psyche. That's what really happened. So they was encouraging you, yeah, put him out, put him out. You put your 16-year-old son out and you start doing research in the state of Georgia, what was considered grown. It is so much to talk about when it comes to you. But I don't talk about you. But I'm just doing this today because you dropped that bombshell on yesterday. Because you need to be reminded of all of this that you have taken us through. We all was there. We all saw it. We all saw it. We was right there with you. We lived this thing. Because you let everything play out on social media, what you want us to see. But see, that jumped off unexpectedly. You didn't know it was going to jump off that way. I don't know why you thought you was going to go into that room and jack him up and come back out and everything was going to be good. You didn't know he was going to try to block you and keep you off him. But he's 16. He don't got old enough to not take a whooping. You don't need to take a whooping. I stopped whooping my boys 12, 13 because you know why? If I hadn't, they were going to give me a heart attack because I'd be so tired. It was too much to try to whoop them big old boys. They already don't outgrow me. They taller than me. So I couldn't whoop all them boys. I stopped whooping them. You trying to handle him because you bad. You bad. But that's your child. That's your son. And you asking everybody, why don't we help him? Because we got him in that situation. No, his mama and Rita got him in that situation. If it hadn't been for you two, he would have never been in that situation. He never would have been in the situation that he's in right now. But you were so dead set on him being grown so soon. I never heard a 16-year-old being grown at the age of 16. I don't know what research you did, but I looked it up after you said it, and it did say that, but that's a shame. It's not many people put their kid out at 16 because they still so young behind. They so youthful. They so immature at 16. Boys at the age of 16, they got the brain of a 12, 13-year-old. You put him out too soon. He was not ready. But you were so eager to get him out the way. Get him out the way. It was just nobody believed that you were going to do it, but you did it. You said he got to go. He grown. He wasn't grown. He was 16. You know, did so many things that I can touch on. So many things. Yes, you did so many things. Just so sad what they've been through. Jersey Girl says, speak granny. Indigo says, speak granny. Tracy said, take us down memory lane, granny. Yes, big facts. So you out here saying all the wrong stuff, talking about people hate you when they talk about you. People mess you and your son up. You just have to put the blame on somebody? That's how you get through day to day, putting the blame on other people for your shortcoming? You guys to know that you're not the first and you won't be the last to be accountable for the things that you do in your life. You know that God sit high and he looks low, and he's going to be the final judge. You ain't going to be able to tell him, oh, if it weren't for ex granted, then I never would have did that. God is not going to be talking about what ex granted made you do. God knows your heart. And right now you need some help for that anger that you got burning inside you. You've been mad for a long time. You was mad because of the way your mother handled your situation. You've been angry for a long time and you never got help. You have a lot of anger in you. A lot of anger is in you. That's what I say. I feel sorry for anybody to get in a fight with you because you're going to blink out and lose your mind and somebody going to get seriously hurt because you got built up anger. And it got to go somewhere. It got to go somewhere. You angry. And I hope you don't take it out on the little ones, but you should have been nipped that in the bud. When your mother and your grandmother, they didn't get you the help. When you got grown, you know what you're dealing with. Only you and God knows that. And you know that you need to go and get some therapy or some type of outlet where you can just go talk things out with people, let people know how you're feeling. And don't forget what I told you about having a pill to decrease your sex drive. They have a pill that will calm that down for you. But you got to leave the Percocets alone. You got to leave the Percocets alone. You got to leave the alcohol alone. Okay? One thing about me, I ain't do pills, but I used to smoke marijuana and I used to drink. And when I put those two, it was a combination of sex. I wanted sex after I had those two in my system. So you do Percocet and you drink a lot of alcohol and you smoke blunts. You do all of this stuff and it makes you feel horny. So you're going to have to give up some things if you really want your life to change for the better. You time to put those things aside. You don't did it enough. Your kids are 10 and 12. It's time to let it go. It's okay. Your body might need a break too. You got to let it go. If anything, go to the doctor and say, I need something to control my sex drive. I'm like a raging bull. My sex drive is like a raging bull. When it come over me, I have to have it. I have to have it. I leaps over mountains and mountains to get to it. You just got to go tell somebody and they will prescribe something for you. Guys that's in the military, long years ago, I don't know what they still do it, but they used to get them this drug called saltpeter. They used to put it in their food to keep their sex drive down because you all know men have those raging hormones, especially when they're young. And instead of letting them travel all over the world, putting babies everywhere as raging bulls just needing sex, they keep their sex drive down by getting them this stuff called saltpeter. It was a drug that diminished the sex drive, so they wouldn't want to have sex. And that's what the military used to do to our young men. I don't know whether people know that or not, but I know that. So you need something like that to calm that down for you because it's been raging since you had that trauma at a young age. Just like you don't know how to deal with it. Now you're saying that your baby been traumatized. How do you think she's going to deal with it? Is she going to follow in her mom's footsteps? Is she going to do the same thing? Miss Mary says soft Peter. I always say salt Peter. I don't know because I might be pronouncing the name wrong, but I know it's Peter on the end. So soft Peter, salt Peter, so whatever. Everybody that know about it know what I'm talking about. And that's all that matters with me, to get the understanding. As long as people understand, I'm good. So just like you don't know how to deal with your sex drive because you never got the help, what do you think she's going to do? What do you think she's going to do with her sex drive? If all she see her mom do is can't get enough, can't get enough, can't get enough, can't get enough. You know, she's going to be the exact same way. And for you to talk down about it, say, oh, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. It happens. It happens in every family. No, it don't. No, it do not. It doesn't happen in every family. And don't normalize that. Don't normalize that. And I know that in your house, since your kids cannot turn on TV, music, anything to sound out, to take the sound from your video to sound out what you're talking about, I know they hear you. They hear you. So please don't normalize stuff like that because they're listening. Don't do that. Don't make them think it's normal for siblings to touch on each other or, to even go further with it. They call that incest. It's incest. And it's not, it shouldn't be done. It shouldn't be done. So don't normalize. Some things you don't normalize. And I beg and plead with you. You say, y'all pray for me. I pray that God would lead you to go talk to somebody to get the help that you need. I know that you need therapy. You know that you need therapy. And you should get it. And you should take your kids with you. Y'all can do family therapy. Y'all can do individual therapy, but some therapy really need to be done. It's not too late. You got to jump on it before your money really dwindle down to nothing. You have enough to pay for therapy. You don't think that it's very expensive. Most of the time, if you go do therapy, it's usually like 30 minutes to an hour, whatever you're willing to pay. But you might pay like $150 an hour. That's nothing. That's nothing. So whether you're afraid to do it because you think it costs too much, it doesn't. It doesn't. And plus, if you got any type of medical assistant and you need therapy, Medicaid, Medicare, whatever that you have, they'll cover that. You might feel like you make too much money, so they don't have any type of insurance. That's sad to know, but it's all type of outreach that you can go to and get some type of therapy. Some type of help where they'll give you a certificate to go to the doctor one time. You just got to get more engaged in your children's welfare because they're getting older. And these are the kids that you turning out into the world. These are the children that our children is got to interact with. And you don't want to mess them up anymore. I wish you had been able to get the help that you needed, but now that you're grown, it's no more excuses. Stop blaming mom. Stop blaming grandma. Stop blaming my family. Stop accepting it's hereditary. Stop saying it happens in my family all the time. Somebody got to break the cycle. Why you can't be that person that brings something new? Somebody got to break that bloodline. It's time for somebody in your family to break that bloodline for that to never happen again. It has been generation on generation and generation. When we listen to your story, how many times that has happened in your family? It's a bloodline thing. If somebody got to break that bloodline and bring some sort of normalcy to your family, and kids got to know that that's not normal. Let them go talk it out. Don't fear what they're going to say. We all make mistakes. Don't be so afraid what's going to get out. You need help. You need therapy. Of course, made a lot of mistakes. Lots and lots and lots of mistakes. And if you're not ashamed of some of the stuff that you come and tell people that you don't know, and we're not therapists, if you're not ashamed of the stuff that you share with us, and you come to your page and tell us, if that don't shame you, you shouldn't be ashamed to go sit in private and talk to somebody. Now make it make sense. Make it make sense. When you're making these decisions to bring things to social media, if you had a therapist, you could talk to them first and say, I want to run something by you. I want to talk to my platform. I want to talk to I want to take this situation to social media. Well, how do you feel about it? Do you think that's a good Do you think that's a good choice for me to do? You think that's a wise decision for me to take that to social media? See, if you have somebody you can talk things out with, somebody that don't have a dog in the fight, somebody that not there thinking you're gonna drop some crumbs or call their name out. If you have somebody like that in your corner, it will be beneficial for you. You need to have you somebody that you can go talk to once a week, once a month, but somebody that you can run some of this stuff by before you make all of these foolish decisions and continue to destroy your family and your children. You might not give a damn about your life, but you should care more about their life. You should care more about their lives. This is their life that you're putting out here on social media. This is their life that you're putting out here on social media. You got to know that. You got to know that, Mom. You got to know that. LaWanda, Granny's not going to go there. LaWanda, go get Granny's phone now, because the way I just holler. So yes, guys, so this is Granny being serious, so I just talk this way. My mom always kept it 100 with me, and she always talked this. She would be funny how she would say things, but she'd be serious. She might say, oh, so you go and you get with somebody, you go get with a guy, so you just get up with a wet ass. That used to be funny how she would say that, but she meant what she was saying. So that's how I am. I talk and say things in a funny way, but I mean every word that I'm saying. I mean what I'm saying. It's serious what I'm saying. This is something that Trish needs to hear. She don't have anybody to talk to her. Like she said today on her own video, those people that's in her corner that be there, they want her to call their name out. They got to give her money. Nobody never say, no, Trish, you ain't got to give me nothing. You can have that one on me. This is for me. I'm doing this because I'm doing this for me. I want to help you for me. They ain't saying that, but they study in her ear, encouraging her to do all this bad stuff and telling her the people that God have put in her life that she cannot see for the blinders that she's wearing, that's out here trying to help her. They telling her, don't you listen to that person. They just trying to embarrass you. They didn't have to bring it to social media. Well, how you can say that to her, but not tell her she didn't have to bring that bombshell to social media yesterday and that bombshell to social media last week? Why y'all can tell her when we speak to her and try to give her good sound advice, stuff that's going to be beneficial, that's going to help her, y'all can tell her that we didn't have to tell her that way, but y'all can't say to her, girl, don't take that to social media because they going to have a field day with that. She don't care. She told you yesterday when y'all said they going to have a field day. She said, I don't care. She said, we're family. I've been talking to these people for years. They know my everything. They got opinions. I don't care about their opinions. She said she don't care about our opinion. But sometimes, just sometimes, I hope she listens and it penetrates and she gets it. I hope she gets it and she tried to do better. So Cassie baby said, I thought y'all was just saying saltpeter for like joke name. No, the military used to give the guys, the young guys in the military, I described it and I meant what I was saying. They put it in their food. It called salt, SALT is what I thought when I was back in the 80s. Saltpeter, put it in their food and it decreases their sex drive. Now, back then, I didn't understand why they was doing that. But being older, I understand because, the United States, we're all over the world. We can't have our young men putting babies all over the world. So they have to put something in their food to keep their sex drive down. All that basic training stuff. These guys are 18, 19, 20, 21. They have raging hormones at those ages. Raging hormones. Only thing they want to do is sex, 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 like rabbits. And that's been since the beginning of time. And that's not a surprise. She think we all want to be her. My parents raised me way better. Being her would be an embarrassment to my parents. I heard of it before, Granny. Saltpeter. Thank you, Miss Carol. Yes, salt. Like salt. The table salt. Saltpeter. That's what they called it. I don't know whether they still do that, but they did it. And a lot of military guys didn't even know they was putting it in the food. When they go to mess hall, they had saltpeter in that food to keep that sex drive down. And I learned that in the 80s, guys. Cassie Baby say, I hope she received this message. What's the excuse now? Granny isn't loud or rude, so she shouldn't make any excuses for not getting that pill. I'm just saying. This is not my first time mentioning about that pill, but it is a pill out there. And you don't need the Percocet, sweetie. You don't need that Percocet. That Percocet is a true drug that get you get your sex drive going. Percocet. It gets you to feeling horny, and you know how you described it to us with you and Diamond. You said y'all pupils had dilated so big, and y'all were looking like monsters, and y'all was doing things to each other. You told us that. You brought that to social media. Everything that I have said today is stuff that I'm repeating that you said. I didn't make it up. You shared that with us. You told us that. Von on Curl said, Granny, my husband was a vet in the six and used to tell me about saltpeter. Yeah, that's true. They used it. Our military did that. Our military did that. Hey, Prosperity. Hello, Ask Granny now. Hey. Ask Granny now. I've been listening for 20, 25 minutes, thinking I would figure out who we're talking about, but I haven't. Who are we discussing? Because this is a good conversation. Somebody dropped a bombshell over here on yesterday, uh, and I know gave every description I can give. And if you don't know, it's sad that you don't know, unless you're just not from this neck of the wood. You're not. Are you? Well, your name is new to me, but in this sector we have Ross, we have Trees, we have BYB, which is Rita, we have X Granny. Now we have so many different content creators. So I was discussing one of our content creators that's been out on social media for 9 years, and they consider this their sector, and they consider themselves the GOAT of this sector, or the GOAT of YouTube. So those are more hints for you. Grace and peace, Granny and Chat. Granny Percocet works on bumper like a Viagra. That's right. That's right. Like Viagra. That's what Percocet does. So I'm thinking in my mind, I never had a Percocet in my life. I wouldn't even know Percocet if I saw one. I think I remember way, way, way back in the mm, back in like the middle 80s. I think I had a back injury, and they had gave me some Percocet, guys. I did not know what it was, but I didn't take any medicine. They gave them to me. I accepted them, but I never took a one of them. I think they also, I don't know what it's for. Is it for pain also? I don't know. But when I injured my back, I think they gave me some Percocet. Because I remember the name when I first came out here on social media, and I heard her say uh, the lady was trying to buy some Percocet from her. I said, Percocet? That sounds familiar. I think they gave me that for my back injury. So I think it's also used as a pain medication. I don't know. I don't take pills and stuff like that. Now in my old age I do because of the hypertension, stuff like that, and potassium. I take a pill, but way back when, I never got addicted to pain pills because I won't take them. Percocet, that kind of stuff, I won't take that stuff. I don't want to be addicted on pain pills or any type of pills. I don't do no shoot no needles in my skin. I don't do stuff like that. My drug of choice was marijuana and drinking. That was it. That was just me. Um, there you go. Prosperity say, but got rat infested warehouse. Now we all on the same page. Cassie say, right. And that makes sense because our military does go everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't understand. I would used to fuss so hard at my husband, like, why they try to put that in y'all food? Why they do that? But now I understand because we will have babies everywhere. I'll be 50 in December. I never heard of saltpeter. Learn something new every day. Yes, I heard my grandmother talk about it. That before saltpeter, sodium, potassium nitrate. That's right. That's right. That is so right, Lawanda. You're so good. Bridget say we call it saltpeter also. It's a pill you get overseas, okay? Granny, my husband used to tell her, okay. Cassie say, get her addicted, them perks are no good. No, they're not. And I think all drugs are mind altering. So you just got to be careful when you got small kids and took those perks and you just looking for something to hump on. I don't know where your mind, I don't know how dark your mind is. I don't know where you go with that. But are the kids safe? Are they safe with you taking those Percocets? Knowing that you have a raging sex drive? That's so scary to think about. It's so scary to think about. But I hope you don't do that. I hope you don't do that. And you know what this girl said, guys, on her video? How soon we forget. She said, I do not go to swinger clubs and participate. Here we go again. Reminder. Here we go again, Bumpy. Bumpy, just stop. Just stop. You say you don't go to the swinger club, which is trapeze, to participate. Do you remember that you told us that I think you pay like $150 to go in, and when you get in, you have to remove your clothes? Do you remember telling us that? And you have to walk around naked. And you was explaining to us all the things that you experienced there. And did you remember telling us that this white guy that you had got with, you don't remember none of that? See? You tell us stuff and then you forget that you said it. You told us the experience that you had inside that trapeze club about that white dude. I said, wow. I can't believe you don't remember that. I can't believe you don't remember you told us that. Granny, she was mad because she didn't get off her lazy ass to do it herself. Now she's slaving them 3 little babies who should be enjoying the summer vacation, but she has them working in a hot rat infested warehouse. So guys, let me tell you about that. So y'all know Granny try to keep it real, and I don't have any hate or anything about it, but putting your children to work in the summertime is not a bad thing. Ever since I was a little kid growing up, with my friends who family had businesses and stuff, they had to go work in their mama's store, or the dad, had to work in the family store as cashiers and stock person. They had to work, but they got a check. They family would pay them to come work. So I'm not so against that. I'm not so against that. She's teaching them how to work and survive, and how you have to work for things when you want things. But being 12 now, it's a law that you got to be at least 13 to work. It is a law that you got to be 13 to work in the state of Georgia. I don't know why they don't push it back, but it don't make any sense to do so because they think at 13 you're a little bit more mature and you can take responsibility of being knowing right from wrong. Uh, but I didn't see nothing really wrong with her getting them to help her out, but she need to pay them for that. They need to be working towards something. It'll be more exciting for them. They'll beat her there. They'll be like, let's wake up, let's go, let's go. We ready to go make some money. Get them, pay them. Don't make them do it for free. Pay them. And I told you that you should start buying noodles and pizza for them to fix for themselves. Uh, you did a live and they was making noodles and stuff. I don't know whether that was the first time you did it, but that was the first time you shared it that I saw. I told you children like that kind of stuff. See, I ain't got nothing bad for you, ma'am, because I don't hate you. I can just tell you my experience from raising my children. That's all I try to do. Um, Children like stuff like that, and they can go fix it themselves. You don't have to move. Since you be so stuck and glued to social media, you just let them go make it themselves. Now, my grandkids, they get the cup that you just pop in the microwave. They know how to add the water and put it in the microwave for 2-3 minutes and it's ready. They know how to do that. So my grandkids do oodles and noodles all the time. They do the pizza. They just put the pizza in the bites. They put them in the microwave. My kids have taught their children how to use the microwave. I don't like microwave that much because of the radiation. So you have to just be careful with everything that you introduce your kids with. Just don't be too entangled with social media that you can't get up and go turn the oven on for them and put the pieces in the oven. Come sit down for like 10 minutes. Go take it out, put it on the counter, and let them feed themselves. Those kind of things is what kids enjoy. The only thing that we have experienced with you being out here is you crab legs, 2-3 times a week. The egg, the crab, the shrimp. You know their cholesterol is through the roof, right? Shrimp and crab, any type of shellfish has a lot of cholesterol, and you damaging them, and you're not even being aware of it. They should have more veggies. More, my grandkids like to dip the broccoli in the blue cheese. I mean, in the ranch. They like the broccoli and the ranch dip or the carrots dip. That's healthy for them. My kids like to go get the Lunchables. They like Lunchables. So it's so many things that you can do for the kids that you can kind of like pull yourself out the equation so they can be more independent on feeding themselves. But you got to give them more. They still growing kids. And you said these kids can eat. I'm surprised you just not knowing that. When the older they get, the more they eat. The more they eat. When you fry chicken, fry with the mindset that you're going to give each one of them at least 2 pieces. At least 2 pieces. When I do a whole chicken and I cut it up myself, I get 10 pieces of chicken. I get 2 legs, 2 wings, 2 thighs, 2 breasts, because I get the breast and cut it in half. 2 breasts and 2 backs. Upper back, lower back. I get 10 pieces of chicken when I cut up a whole chicken. So if you don't know how to cut up a chicken, go buy the chicken already cut up for you. Or if you're going to get a pack of drumettes, they should get at least 5 drumettes each. I heard that you gave them 3 and 2. Give them 5. Give them 5 drumettes, especially those big boys that's growing. They're growing. If you want them not to be hungry throughout the day, you got to fill them up. They got to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And sometimes a snack in between. It don't have to be a big breakfast. A lot of us let our children eat cereal and milk for breakfast in the morning. A lot of us. But don't just lean to that. Sometimes they need a wholesome breakfast like grits and eggs and bacon and toast. They need a good breakfast just like the Waffle House. My grandkids love waffles. They love waffles. They love pancakes. That's a weekend treat. Monday through Friday when they go into school, they eat something quick. Unless you wake up early in the morning but they got so many different things on the market. Little sausage biscuit goes in the microwave. Feed them. Feed them. This stuff is not expensive. You need to fill your refrigerator up with stuff that they can just have. And you shouldn't mind not one bit. It should make you feel good that they're eating. Your children are not sickly. We have children that don't eat good. They have poor appetites. Feed them. Let them eat as much as they want. Just put healthy stuff in the house. If you don't want them to eat a lot of sweets, don't load your cabinet with pies and candy and cakes. Don't load your cabinet with cakes, pies, and cookies and stuff like that. Load your cabinet with more healthy stuff. Yeah. So fruit, apples, oranges, bananas. You just got to listen to people that's tried to tell you the right thing. Don't have a dog in the fight. Don't hate you. Don't you say people waiting for you to fail. That's ludicrous. I'm not saying everybody like you. Please don't think that I'm saying that everybody like you, because I know they don't. Everybody don't like me. Some people might be waiting for your downfall, but everybody's not. Everybody's not waiting on your downfall. How is it going to benefit me? How is it going to benefit me for your downfall? Make that make sense. It's some people just don't like you because how you treat people and how did people wrong in the past. I'm not one person that did wrong, because I have never let you get that close to me. I never bought anything from you. I never been banned from your page because I don't be in your chat. I never subscribed to your channel. So you haven't taken anything from me. You haven't did anything to me to have any type of feelings about dislike you or anything like that. It's nothing there. It's nothing there. But if I see somebody in trouble, I can come to my platform, because the name of my channel is Ask Granny, because Granny know a lot of stuff. And I don't mind sharing what I know. I don't know everything, but I know a lot of stuff. So let me, if I can, help you. But I'm not a therapist, but my advice to you is to go get somebody that you can talk to once or twice a month. Get somebody. It's not that expensive. Don't be thinking about the price if you haven't looked into it. For everything, do your research. Don't just automatically think, oh, shoot, therapy going to be too high. A therapy going to be like $2,000 or $3,000. No, it's not. It's so cheap. It's so cheap. Sharon said, the real talking about some with all due respect, take your respect and kick rocks. Hell, you didn't even speak before you made your comment. I don't even know what it was, but that's how God protect me. I'm protected over here. I keep telling you guys that. Things that my eyes are not supposed to see, I don't even see. So it don't get in my spirit, don't make me feel no type of way. If you came into my chat to be rude and try to say something out the way, I didn't even get to see it. I didn't even see it. I'm protected. God's angel encamps around me. They know what's gonna hurt my feeling. So I don't even get to acknowledge everything or see everything. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Thank you. Who that said that comment? Because they was going off. Thank you for that. Can I buy some of those food stamps? I don't know what the hell she talking about. What food stamps? Anybody selling food stamps? We don't do that on this page. We don't sell that. And I don't know who you've been dealing with, but most families got somebody in their families that get food stamps. So don't come on here acting like you all brand new now. Don't make me go there with your prosperity, okay? Don't act all brand new. It's somebody in your family get food stamps. Go buy their food stamps. Don't come out here on my platform openly asking somebody to sell you something, some food stamp, which you know is against the law to do. That's against the law. You're not supposed to sell your food stamps. Those food stamps is for your family. So we just got to be mindful of what we say. But anyway, yeah. I'm sure you got somebody in your family that get food stamps. Don't be trying to act brand new now. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't be trying to act all brand new like you don't know nobody that get food stamps. Everybody knows somebody. Well, you ain't got to go to social media and ask. You know somebody that you can get food stamp for. Don't come over here with that. Uh, Cassie say my son would look sideways at me if I gave him 2 drumsticks and no side. Dion say living purpose. Preach for yourself because Granny ain't doing nothing but telling the truth. Tina say I was getting ready to say I got paid dang good for ironing my uncle's work clothes up for 2 weeks throughout the year. My cousin would pay me for making flower arrangement or whatever she needed. Yeah, a lot of kids do little summer stuff to make money, but it's bad when you do stuff and then you're not being paid for it. Then as you get older, you start feeling some type of way about it. So yeah. Teresa say, uh, I'm just saying my 11-year-old would have embarrassed me if I gave him 3 drumsticks and no size. You know that didn't fill him up. That was a snack. 3 drumsticks and nothing to go with it is a snack. Okay, that's not food. It's not food now. And you have enough grown people on your page in your community to tell you those boys and girls need more than 3 drumsticks to get them through the night. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Tracy said, thank you all that have been respectful in Granny's chat. Thank you for your support for Ask Granny and for showing love. Sharon said, right, Trinity. I always keep all kind of stuff here for my grandkids. That's right. That's right. That's what my grandkids do too. They love the cup of noodles and pizza, peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, it's so much. And kids are so easily pleased, baby. They so easily pleased. So please hear this if you don't hear nothing else. Peanut butter and jelly. They love that kind of stuff. Tell them, go fish your peanut butter and jelly sandwich if you're hungry. Go get your cup of the noodles if you're hungry. They so easily pleased. So easily pleased. So food should not even be a topic. It should not even be a topic. Now what to say, I always let my kids eat before me. And in my younger days, I ate what was left. I have sons that do that. They eat all the kids leftover. Great live, Granny, says Bridget. Ladies, enjoy your evening. Thank you. Enjoy yours also, Bridget. I will never understand, says now with Tina say, one thing I learned from the older people in my life, they're gonna tell me the truth about myself, and I respect just what was said and correct it as well. Thank you. Nikki say, I pay $40 a month. Cassie say, my 3-year-old would embarrass me also. She would say, Grandma, you know better than that? She is so feisty. Now that's funny, Teresa. 3-year-old tell you that you know better than get them a 3 drumstick. That is funny. Cassie said, Namatha, and I am just naturally like that. Even when I was married, I fed them all first. My husband and my son, then I ate. I don't know. She has no order. Bridget said she could have made some French fries and that chicken. What is 2 small pieces of chicken flats? That baby damn near ate the chicken bones. So sad. Yeah, that's sad. You should let us see stuff like that. Feed your children. Feed, because we sure see you eating real good. You eat your ass off. You be eating. Every time you look around, every live, you be eating 3 and 4 times. Your children should eat the same way. If you can eat it, they can eat it too. You gotta be. That's how we feel about our children. That's the only point I'm making. That's how we are about our children. It's nothing too good for me that my kids can't have. If I'm gonna eat, my kids gonna eat too. We're gonna eat together. I'm not gonna eat up all the food and then when I'm done and when I'm full, I just set the leftovers on the table and they can go to it like they're a bunch of rats and roaches. No, you don't treat your babies like that. They should be treated like kings and queens, young kings and queens, which are prince and princess. They should be treated with royalty. Make them feel special. Don't treat them like dogs. Like, I don't want no more of these crab legs. I'm surely full. Now you put it on the table. Oh, y'all can go ahead and have the rest of that. Y'all can have the rest of it. Who does that? Stop treating them like that. And I hate that I said crab leg. Don't give them no more crab leg the rest of their life. Don't give them no more crab leg. They're going to probably hate it when they grow up. They're going to hate it because anything that we had when we was young and we had to eat all the time, a lot of us don't even like that kind of stuff no more. Like beans. If you had to eat beans all the time, you don't eat beans no more. You know, stuff like that. But yeah, so you probably don't. They probably never want a crab leg in their life. But give them children stuff. Give them children stuff. They gonna think they just living it up with that kind of stuff. Peanut butter, noodles, peanut butter and jelly, noodles, pizza. Children like stuff like that. It's not junk food. It's children food. Everybody in the world feed their kids stuff like that. Not just you. Not just you. Christine say, yes, I know that the older they get, the more they eat. They sure do. Bridget, she sure could have cut up a few potatoes with the quickness, but she's a celebrity and a millionaire. So she shouldn't even have to do what I might have do. And I'm just saying. My babies love fruit and vegetables. My daughter feed her babies healthy since they were born. She breastfed her last two babies. Hate is a strong word. I think no one hates her. I don't think anybody hate her. Prosperity say my kid would call CPS, their daddy, their granddaddy, my sister, and brother if I fed them 3 pieces of chicken drumettes. That's funny. That's right, Granny, says Christine. I understand. I understand the assignment, Granny. My kids, grandkids, and one great grandson will always eat before I do. That's right. Teresa, that's so good. I wish I was more stern with my son as far as fruit and water. I gotta get better with water for him and myself, so that's why I comment. Exactly, Granny, says Teresa. Prosperity say that's them food stamp seafood all the time and they get hot dogs and beans. My kids calling they snitching on me. It's probably her and a man eating good. So you saying I misunderstood your first comment. You saying that she's spending food stamps. Well, that's even better when they give us the food stamp. It's for the kids. It's for us to buy the kids what the kids like. That's what the food stamps are for. Until you become a senior citizen and there's no more kids, they give you some food stamp for you. But when you got 2 and 3 kids and they give you $600, $700, $800 for food stamp, surely you can spend half of them on just all children stuff. Surely you can do that. Surely you can do that. Make that make sense. Prosperity Thick Girl 40 said, I have 4 boys and they came out eating like men. Yes, my younger son ate more than the older ones. They was trying to compete. But I always had food there. Praise God. God bless me and I always have food for my kids. I came from a household when I was young. It's many days we didn't have anything. We didn't have anything to eat. We used to just be hungry. So God bless my family to be able to do better. My kids didn't have to suffer for food like I did when I was a kid. You know? Sally says, speak, Granny. Her ass don't own you too. She's Tracy says, share the live, guys. She mad because she blew all that money on BS. Just stupid. She ain't got no brain. She can't think for herself. So, guys, when we want to give her a good message and we want her to know that we're coming from a good place, trying to give her some good advice, we still very upset for how you was nonchalant about what happened to the baby girl. We very, very upset about that. But we never gonna stop talking. I had a grandfather, and he always told me when I was raising my kids, he said, never stop talking. So I think he said that because even though your kids, after they get a certain age, they don't want to listen, they still catch bits and pieces. They still catch bits and pieces. So never stop talking was my grandfather's advice to me. Never stop talking to your kids. Never stop talking because they'll get it. They'll get it and they'll quote it as they get older. My mama used to tell me that. My daddy used to say that. Just never stop talking to them. Never shut down. That's something else you did. Never shut down on your child. Never shut down. That means the child won. Never shut down. You're still the parent. You never stop being the parent as long as you're in the world. You never stop being the parent. Many times, me myself as a grown-up had to turn to my mom. I found a hard time turning to my mom. So he's not the first or the last, and he's not going to be. But that wasn't everybody's business. That was just between, that was a family matter. That was a family matter. You did not have to tell everybody on social media. And then you were so rude about it. Y'all need to help him. You didn't even know how to ask for him in his behalf. Never to say she can't compare to Country Wayne. Okay. And Jersey Girl say, hey, Virgo 73, share the live, subscribe to Ask Granny. Don't forget about hitting that notification bell and Sweetness 49. Yeah, so she also said that she never put a man. I wrote down her quotes. I wrote down things that she said on her live. She never put a man before her kids. She never put a man before her kids. She said she will always check to see whether her kids have ever been touched. I told you guys that in the beginning. This is stuff that she said. She used to feel some type of way when Tanya, grandbaby, went on the trip with them. She said that the little boy used to like to hug. The little boy used to like to hug. I think the baby was like 3 years old. And it was unbelievable what she said about that little baby. She was like, he was 3 years old and he already been put out there. I said, girl, that's a 3-year-old baby. What in the world are you talking about? That is stupid for you to say a 3-year-old baby know what they're doing. That was stupid. Y'all remember she said that? She said Tanya little grandbaby, she didn't want him hugging on her kids because she felt some type of way because the baby had already been, something was going on. I was like, somebody need to hit her in the mouth for that one because that was wrong. That was wrong right there. That was wrong. She felt insecure and uncomfortable with that baby hugging. The baby, you know, when kids are that age, they're so adorable and so lovable, and they just like to hug and they like to give you a squeeze around the neck. I don't know why she took offense to that. I don't know why that made her feel some kind of way. It was a 3-year-old kid. I already told y'all that she said she makes sure her kids, she made sure to check her kids at all times. That's why I'm mad about the bullshit. Because you said that you make sure that you check them, make sure nothing like that ever happened. She said she never gossiped. I want to say this last thing before I close, guys, because this is crazy. She said she never gossip about other people. She said she never called other people out their names. And then she turned right around and said, that old hog over there. In the same breath. I never call people out of their name. That's her trying to be philosophical to her chat. Like she so knowledgeable on stuff. And she said, I don't be out here calling anybody out their name. I think that is crazy to do. That's just haters. I never call anybody out their name. Oh yeah, that hog over there. And what that lady named? Lipstick. That was two people back to back you call out their name. Practice what you preach. So if you guys don't remember, I'm going to tell you guys how all the name change started. And then I'm going to end my live. The name change started not to be mean. The name change started because content creators, they start feeling themselves, getting so full of themselves, they start saying, I don't want anybody to use my name in their commentary. I don't want anybody to use my name, tag me. But Tree started it. So everybody just followed along with her. She didn't want to be tagged in nobody's video, and she didn't want nobody using her name in their video. So in order to still have commentary and talk about her, YouTube guideline is that you cannot use a person's full name. So that's why a lot of time I'll just say Treese, but they come out with Bumpy, Pumpkinhead, LA, Gold, all these different names for her. So people start using different names because it was really a respect thing, whether you guys know that or not. It was really a respect thing because you guys said that you don't want anybody to say your name in their videos. So to not say your name but still have the conversation, they start using different names so people would still know who they was talking about. And it just grew. It grew like that. It never been a disrespect thing. It never been a disrespect thing. It just that you got caught all up in your feelings and you told people not to be saying your name and you said don't be tagging you, and everybody just went along with that. Nobody want their name to be said. And that's when we came out with all the different names for the different content creators. And that's it, and that's all. There was no hate there, nothing malice about it. That's how that went down. So guys, thank you guys so very much for all of the donation that you gave this evening. I thank all of you guys for supporting me. Thank you all for coming in. I enjoyed having that conversation with you guys. I hope that the person that need to hear this video, because that bombshell that they dropped yesterday was quite the bombshell, and it just broke so many of our hearts, the mothers and the parents on this YouTube page. It just broke our heart because we continue and forever give her the benefit of the doubt. We gave her the benefit of the doubt that she was protecting them and making sure nothing like that would ever happen. And damn, it happened. So, and then she came to social media and was so blasé about it. No feeling. She said, it happens. Stuff like that just happened. No feeling, nothing. No remorse, nothing. That's what it was. So, that's how that go. So I will see you guys on my morning inspiration. Until then, keep God first in all that you do. Live every day with purpose. Tomorrow isn't promised to anybody. Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. And just know that I don't have a hate in me for nobody. I love you guys, and I will see you all in the morning, 7:30 a.m. for my inspirational mornings. We will read scriptures from the Bible, and we will listen to a prayer to start off our day. It's awesome and amazing, and the Holy Spirit be all up in here God is moving on this channel. He is all in the midst. You know, they said in the Bible, where there's two or more gathered, God is in the midst. So we have a lot of people over here in the morning, and we know God is moving us. I see you looking, say her supporter think that this is okay. All of them are sick. It's just so sad. I could have said so much more, but I was sparing her. The people in my chat is really outraged. I read a lot of the comments, but I didn't read all the comments. Thank you, how you, darling? Thank you, Tremaine, Cassie, Maria, Bridget, Jersey Girl. These are the people that I didn't shout out to. T.W. Blast, Jersey Girl, LaWanda, Trinity, Mary Will, Yolanda, Cassie, B. Smith, Kia, Helen, Carol, Sharon, Keeping It Real with Angel Mom. Thank you all, thank you all, thank you all. I'm just feeling like it's something that I'm forgetting that I wanted to tell you all. Bridget, thank you guys for the conversation and joining in. Gwen Houston, Sally Wiggin, Cassie, Darlene, Yolanda, Dion and YC, Prosperity, thank you for joining my page this evening. I enjoyed having you. Thank you for the conversation. Tina, thank you for joining. Von One Curl, thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you, Renee Andrews, for your donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Cassie, baby. April Love, thank you. Thank you all for joining. We were at. I'm just giving my last final shout out before I close the window. Make sure I didn't leave anybody out. Now with the thank you for the conversation. Sweetness 49, thank you for the conversation. I love my chat to participate in the conversation. It make it go so much better when everybody is on one accord. Thank you, Sharon Leatherwood. Thank you guys. Thank everybody for your input. We just hope it goes out into the atmosphere and go to the ear of the right people. Christine Foot, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think, guys, if I'm not mistaken, Mel is live, I think. I'm not for sure, but I think she's live, and I hope she's still live so I can go catch some of it. I love Mel. Nikki G. J Gill 69, another shout out to J Gill. Thank you, J Gill, for the conversation. I really love you for that. Did I give everybody a shout out? Monica, thank you for joining me. Make sure I got it. Miss Carol Riley, thank you. Some people sent me a Cash App. I heard my Cash App ring. Thank you guys. That did not go unnoticed. I know a lot of people don't know my Cash App, so it's only one person supposed to know my Cash App because I don't put my Cash App out there. So I'm thinking that came from that person. So thank you. Ginger Speak, I didn't know you was here. Hi, I'm so happy you joined me this evening. Thank you so much for shouting me out whenever you go different places. I really appreciate that. We all need the shout out. Ginger Speak. Don't you guys forget that Tracy 414 made her 1K, and she's gonna think of something very special for everybody. So we're gonna celebrate, I guess, as the weekend come. She announced she will announce something. So I'm just saying it, but she didn't give me permission for that, guys. So Tracy, forgive me for speaking out of turn. Don't be mad at me. I'm sorry. But Tracy made it, guys. So we gotta celebrate for her. She made it to her 1K. It didn't take long. I think it took about 1 month. I always think of everybody. It took me a year. So I always think about how good some people have it, to have people shouting them out. I didn't have anybody, guys. I was swimming alone. And I made Treese mad so many times. Guys, I made her mad at me so many times. She would tell people not to follow me. I made her upset so many times because of my mouth. I always speak good wisdom though, but she took everything as an attack. Anytime I would try to tell her stuff that was good for her, she took it as an attack on her character. So she would tell her people not to follow me. So that's why it took me so long to reach 1,000K, guys. I mean 1K, guys, because she would telling people, if y'all follow Ask Granny, then y'all can't come back over here, stuff like that. So she really put a lot of stumbling blocks in my way. But God. So she couldn't stop me because I'm still here. 2 years later, I'm still here. Hey, Miss Maika, how are you? So happy you joined me this evening. Carol say hey. Carol Riley say hey. And Teresa's my mod. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Tracy, guys. I love you guys. I couldn't do this without you guys. I thank you all so much for helping me run this page. I just thank you guys. I thank God for you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all so much. Classy lady. Hey, classy lady. I saw you. Sally Wiggin. Did I shout you out? You and Diane Finch. I think I did, but I'm saying it again. Katrina Whittaker. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So much. I really appreciate you guys. Let's Rock. Let's Rock is here. I see you looking. And Jersey Girl 07. That's everybody. So thank you guys. Now I'm going to close the page. I love you guys. I hope you guys join me in the morning. And let's get right with God. We're serious about everything else. Let's be serious when it comes to God, okay? Let nobody cheat you out of hearing the word of God. I heard Ocean say that he would never follow a YouTube pastor. Well, just so you guys know, social media has opened up for a lot of pastors all over the world so they can get the message to different people. And there's so many people say they might agree with what Ocean said before he left this world, but would you like to leave the world not getting any word in from God or anything about God in your spirit, or not going to nobody's church just because it's coming from YouTube? So I want to leave getting that spiritual food that I need. That's what I want. And when it's my time, I don't want it to be because I didn't go to church. I didn't want to listen to no YouTube pastor. I don't want that to be my story. I don't want that to be my story. So guys, it's free. God is using me. I tell everybody the story about when I didn't want to bring my prayer group to YouTube. I already had it on Facebook, but I didn't want to bring it to YouTube because I know I was dealing with such a tough crowd. It was so much cussing going on, and I said, it don't belong there. I'm like, God, it don't belong there. But he stayed on me. He convicted my spirit. The Holy Spirit was on me like, you need to take it to YouTube. Take it to YouTube. And I was fighting back. I did not want to bring my prayer group to YouTube, but God would not let me off the hook. So now I'm on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for a year and a half. Nothing has changed with my prayer group. I have always been doing it. So if anybody say, Granny, change, I've been doing my prayer group. I've been doing the prayer group before I started doing advice. Before I started giving advice, I was already doing my prayer group. So that has never changed because God is always first in my life. And I don't put anything above and before him. So please know that. Okay, guys? So y'all know Granny can be long-winded, but I'm finna end this live. Thank you, Tracy and Teresa. And my chat. I see you guys on tomorrow morning. Bye.